Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today I'm going to be talking about how you need to set up your Upwork profile. I'm going to be doing a tutorial going from beginning to end, what's important, what do you need to focus on in order to get your Upwork profile up and running, in order to impress clients and to get more work. Before we dive into it, please like and subscribe this video. This really helps us a lot and it costs you absolutely nothing. So please help us out. Let's dive in. If you are new to Upwork, the first step obviously is creating a profile. Now, some of the aspects that I will be talking about is creating your profile, getting your profile to 100% completeness. What do you need to do to woo clients? Because I am a client as well as a talent on Upwork, so I look at both of these aspects. I know what I am looking for, and I will also share that with you in order that you will know what clients are looking for when you do proposals or when they look at your profile. So there's a lot of things to do. Let's get into it. So as you can see here on my screen, this is my homepage. Now I am an animator and a videographer, so my profile is set up for that specific niche. And that's one of the things that before we get into it, that is important to know and understand. Something that you need to decide from the beginning. What is the niche that you want to focus on? It's really difficult to try do too many different things in order to, start your brand and start your business on Upwork. It's really important to decide on a niche and to pursue that specific niche, because when people go on Upwork and they look for talent, if I have to, for example, hire a graphic designer and I see that they've got a lot of After Effects experience but not as much design experience, I am more likely not to hire them, just because they might be able to do some graphic design, but I'm not convinced that they specialize in that. And so I want to hire talent that I know specialize in that specific field, because then I know he will be able to deliver the best possible results in that niche. So decide beforehand what niche do you want to focus on. All right, we are back to the screen. So here on the screen, you can see this is what my homepage look like. So here is all my job recommendations. And here on the side, this is really important. I've got my profile completeness, my availability, available connect, and the categories that I am interested in. If you are part of Talent Clouds, that means that you are exclusively invited to these Talent Clouds. You don't just get into it, you are invited, and that's a really cool thing to do, because whenever that specific Talent Cloud look for talent, then you are one of the first people in line to get the job. So it's really cool, and you only get that when your profile is really good, looks really nice. So that's what I want to help you with today. I'm going to show you what my profile looks like so that you can maybe grab some of those ideas. Don't just copy paste, but use this as a template to create your own amazing profile. So let's get into it. All right, so one of the things that I actually want to show you is this profile completeness. Now, when you create a profile on Upwork, it's really important that you have 100% profile completeness. Without this, your profile doesn't look too great. You want people to see that your profile is 100% complete. And the cool thing is that Upwork helps you to do that. When you look at this profile completeness tab and you click it, here it shows you, how much percentage you can add to that bar to get to 100% whenever you do certain things. Like, for example, if I add my employment history, that adds 10% to get to that 100%. Now, I've already done many of these things to get to 100%, so you can see those are the complete tasks to get to 100%. And Upwork actually tells you if you do this, you can get 20% on your profile completeness or 10%. Now, before you actually even start looking for work, make sure this profile completeness is 100%. This might mean that it might take a week to get you there, but it is worth it. Don't skip this process. This is really important because you want clients to be wooed when they click on your profile. You don't want them to, have doubts, because whenever clients start having doubts whether you can actually do the work, man, you're more likely not to get hired. So really, really important. Okay, so I'm going to close this and then I'm going to go into my profile. So once your profile is complete, and part of it is what I'm going to be showing you. So now we are in my profile. I've been doing Upwork now for about a year part-time, and I'm ready to get into Upwork full-time. I love this platform. I love what it brings to me. I've had so many amazing clients like Microsoft, OLX, and there were many more. And I know that Upwork can do for you what it did for me. So I want to encourage you, take time to build your brand. Don't think that success will happen overnight. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. You actually have to put in the effort and time, but it will pay off if you do it right. And that's what I want to be helping you today with. All right, so once you create your profile, you can create 2 specialized fields. Now, I want you to think carefully about these 2 specialized fields, because these are the 2 things on your profile that needs to stand out and that needs to woo clients. Now, you have an option to apply for a job as a general profile where clients can see just a general overlay of your profile, or you can apply with a specialized profile. Now, my 2 specialized profiles is video editing and motion graphics. Now, if I click on my video editing tab, there's a lot of work and reviews that I've already done. So I usually tell people, go look at my profile in the proposals to see client reviews, because when people see other clients' reviews, that give them a lot of confidence to hire you, and they know that you can do the job and you can do that well. So this is what you want. You want amazing reviews from clients in order to get great work. Now, number 1, when you create a specialized project, it's really important to use the right keywords and to use the right title, because sometimes clients look for specific people to do the job. And for example, they need a video editor. So if your specialized profile is video editing, you already fall into that category. And then sometimes the clients get a list of people that they can invite to a job, and so you want to be on that list. But that's just something for down the line, but it is groundwork that you need to put in place when you eventually get there. So it's really important to write a good description of every single profile. So when you go into video editing, there's I've written a short description of work that I've been doing, projects that I've been involved in, to explain to clients, I can actually do the job. This is what I'm really good at, and this is the amount of years of experience that I have. Now, my specialized projects have different rates, and with video editing it's $35 an hour, but as time goes by you can up that rate to earn more and more, especially when people start inviting you to more and more jobs. So once you've put your description there, that is perfect. The other really important thing that you need to have on your profile before you get to see and have all those ratings, because when you just start off, there's no ratings on your profile. Okay, there's no ratings, nothing. What's really important for you as a talent on Upwork is to have work examples. Like when people click on your profile, they need to see that you can do work and that you can do editing or animation or whatever field you're in, you can do it really well. So on my profile, I've got 24 examples and projects that I've been working on that I added to my profile. And when I send out proposals, I put down these links of not all of these videos, the best videos in my proposal for people to check out. And I tell people in my proposal, you can go onto my profile and look and see the work that I've done before. So this is very, very important because clients will scroll through this. I know for me as a client on Upwork, when I look for talent, I always go to their portfolio and see what they have done in the past, because the thing is, you're only as good as the last project that you have finished. And if your last project that you have finished is a lousy project, man, I am more likely not to hire you. So you need to get your work sorted out. And in my previous videos that's on YouTube that you can also check out, I also mentioned, if you don't have a portfolio and if you don't have work that you've done before, what you can do, this is just a suggestion. I'm not saying steal somebody's stuff. I'm saying go for cool tutorials that you can find on YouTube and finish that tutorial. Add your own style to it, add your own twist to it, if I can put it like that, and make it your own. Then use that as a work example, because at the end of the day, you've done that work. You haven't just taken somebody else's work and put it in your profile. You've actually created your own thing using somebody else's guidance. So, and in the process, you've learned something. So that is a really cool idea of just something that you can do to put onto your portfolio that could woo clients. All right. And then here in skills and expertise, it's really important that you put the right keywords in, because you want the right jobs to be on your timeline. So, for example, these are the type of jobs that I'm looking for as a video editor. It's like photo slideshows, commercials, video gaming, corporate videos, feature films, music videos, testimonial videos. So when people create a job, they add tags to that job. And then that means that if your skills and expertise include those tags, those jobs will actually come onto your timeline. And you'll be able to see them and apply for those jobs. So it's really important to get the tags done. So Upwork also do help you with those tags, because as you'll start typing, they'll give you suggestions. It's really user friendly to start on Upwork. Your project catalog is a little bit more advanced, and I'm not going to deal with that now, because you need to focus on getting your first job and get ratings on your profile, and that's what I want to be helping you with. Now, one of the other things to get your profile to 100% completeness is testimonials. Now, this is really important, to get testimonials from people that you've done work for. And Upwork really helps you to get this all sorted. It's really easy. And get the testimonials, because these testimonials also help to build credibility with other clients that actually wants to hire you. And then you've got your certifications. Make sure that it is all in there, and your employment history. So before you started on Upwork, what did you do? So make sure that is all filled in. And so that's my video editing profile. My motion graphics profile is not that far apart from my video editing, except for the fact that the rate now is a little bit higher than the video editing, just because it is a little bit more complex. And so this is actually the thing that I love doing, is motion graphics. I love it, specialize in it, and this is the work that I am after the most. And so here you can see a lot of different reviews, and pretty much looks the same as my video editing profile, except for the fact that there is different videos in my portfolio. So here you can see there's many different animation jobs that I have finished, and this is really what you want clients to see. If you have a project but it is really not a great project, like I've done Zoom videos for clients that they add to their YouTube channel, and at the end of the day, a Zoom video, the quality isn't great, and no matter what you try to do to that video, it still doesn't look great quality. So I wouldn't put a video like that on my profile, because that will actually bring the quality of my portfolio down. That's something that I don't want clients to see. If there's a specific client that wants work like that, maybe I'll send them a link to that video so that they can see what I've done. But when clients first see my profile, I don't want them to see that video. I want to make sure that I only put the best on my profile, so that when people view my profile, they know this is what they're going to be getting. Okay, so really important, don't put rubbish on your profile. It actually causes more harm than good. So guys, I hope this actually helps you to set up your profile. Now we're going to be going and we're going to look at how do you write your proposal and how do you apply for a job. Your mission here is to land your first job, to get your first rating on your profile, because once you start getting ratings on your profile, that means that clients are more likely to hire you, because you now have a reputation that you can do the work and you can do it well. Now, I want to tell you that if you are creating a profile on Upwork for video editing, but you are mediocre at it, I would stay away from Upwork for this specific reason, because you don't want to get bad ratings on Upwork. That is the last thing that you want. And once you start getting bad ratings on your profile, you will never be able to charge good prices for your work, because you will be labeled as a mediocre video editor. So I would suggest, make sure you can do the job and you can do it well before you even think about starting on Upwork. You do not want a 3 out of 5 rating or a 2 out of 5 rating. You want a 5 out of 5 every single time, and you want to deliver great customer service every single time. If you're gonna do a mediocre job and get mediocre ratings, as a client, personally, I will not hire you, because I do not want a mediocre product. If I'm gonna hire somebody like a voiceover or graphic artist, whatever the case might be, I want to know that I'm hiring the best for the best prices. And if you are thinking about this, make sure you can do the job. Okay, enough about that. Let's get into it. So I'm going to go back to my homepage where I will see all the jobs. So now that is where you go for your profile, and all of those tags and stuff that I've showed you, those type of jobs, like you can see, there's the tags: video editing, Premiere Pro, video post editing. So those are the jobs that actually get onto my profile. So once you are on your homepage and you see something that you like, now here's a pro tip. If you are applying for jobs and you are new to this, it's really important that you are the first one to apply for this job, because you want that client to read your proposal first, especially if you don't have any experience. That's the only way that people actually give you a chance to read your profile, because if you wait, say 20 minutes, and there's already 10 different people that send proposals, you are more likely not to even be read. People will just skip over you and go for people that already has ratings and that is already top rated or top rated plus. So you want to make sure you are the first one to send a proposal, and I'm going to give you some really practical tips of the type of proposal that you can send in order to land your first job. And this is something that helped me to land my first job. And as you grow in Upwork, so your proposal also have to change. And I will talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so let's go and find a job that I really like. And let's go to wedding video editors just for this exercise. Just so, by the way, I really hate editing weddings. I've done probably about 200 weddings in my lifetime and I am over it. But just for this sake, we're going to go through the wedding proposal and see what you need to do, what you need to look out for, and how you can land your first job. Let's go. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for a few experienced video editors with Adobe or Final Cut Pro X that are interested in picking up some consistent wedding video editing work. I have clients with weddings happening throughout the year that needs ongoing video editing. Delivery timelines of each wedding project are relaxed, giving the editor a little bit more flexibility with working on these projects a little at a time. Must see requirements for this job. Click at the requirements section. So this is the requirements. So we obviously need to make sure that we've read through everything, when to look at the links, because if you meet with these people and they ask you about these requirements and the links that they've sent and you haven't checked them out, it doesn't look good for you. All right, so here's the requirements, but there's nothing on here. What's happening here? Let's refresh. Sometimes that helps. Okay, so the requirements, there's nothing. Okay, so what I can do in my proposal, I can tell people that I've clicked on the link and there was nothing under the requirements, and that will actually give you a little bit more rapport with the client, showing them that you've actually went to take the time to check it out. Okay, so let's go. Here you can see info about the client, and here's another pro tip. You don't want to apply for work with clients with bad ratings. You know, there are some clients on Upwork, and I've had my fair share of experience with those clients, which are the absolute worst to work with. You want to try to stay away from those people. Those people are poison. Okay, there are some clients which are just really so pleasant to work with, and there are other clients that just isn't. So try to stay away from those clients. It's not worth wasting your time. They sometimes expect the world for like a penny. Okay, so here you can see the hourly rate budget. So this is their budget, from $21 to $36. Here you can see how many proposals have already been sent through to these people. Now, Upwork don't tell you the exact amount. They tell you it's less than 5 or less than 10, less than 15, more than 50. Then you know, don't even waste your time. Okay, so you want to try to apply for jobs as quickly as you can. Don't waste time, but also take the time to read properly through the proposals and to work out your proposals. Okay, cool. And there you can see if they are interviewing people, if there's invites that was sent. So if there's invites that was sent, as a newbie, don't even bother applying for a job. You're going to waste your connects. Okay, you are more likely not to get hired because they've obviously invited somebody with experience already, and for you without experience to get that job is very, very unlikely. That is just the honest truth. Don't waste your time with that, even if you are overqualified for the job. Just because of your profile that's not already have ratings on all of those different things, you will not get the job. Okay, I hope that tip helps. You're going to be saving a lot of connects, okay, if you follow these guidelines. Awesome. Okay, and there you can see other jobs that these clients have done before. All right, so if I want to apply, then I would go to submit a proposal. Okay, so that will then open up to this window over here where you can now, I've already also registered an agency, so I can decide whether I want to apply as a freelancer or an agency member. Okay, so if the jobs are bigger, I want to apply as an agency. If the jobs are smaller, I want to apply as a freelancer. And there's a reason for that, and I'll make another video to explain that a little bit more in depth. Okay, so then I want to decide what specialized profile do I want to apply with. Like when clients click on my link, what is the profile that they will actually see? So this is a video editing job, and I'm gonna be applying with my video editing profile, because when they click on my video editing profile, they will see video editing stuff, and that's what I'm applying for. All right, so here, that's the same proposal, and I want you to keep that open because you need to keep that in mind when you write your proposal, which I will show you. And here you fill in the rate. So my rate on my profile is $35. Their rate or their budget is $36, but my rate is $35. So I want to keep it at $35. All right, and then here's your cover letter. This is the proposal that you are going to be sending through. All right, so let's look at the proposal and you can check it out and use this as a guideline. Okay, so it says, hi, I'm currently a video editor animator and a trained sound engineer, and I've been doing it for the last 8 years. I've recently joined the Upwork space and hoping to make a career out of it. So immediately there, you show people that you're being vulnerable, that you recently joined Upwork, but you already have 8-year experience. So that already built a little bit rapport with the client. Okay, the client knows you don't have any ratings on your profile, but you have experience and you just joined Upwork. So it makes sense that you don't have any ratings. Great. Next one. I'm willing to drop my price to $8 so that I can get ratings and reviews on my profile. I would appreciate it if you can give me a chance. Now, this is really important because when people see that, like I would personally as a client would give somebody like that a chance, because they're willing to drop their price to deliver a great product, and they are just looking for somebody to give them a chance, and I will be willing to give them a chance, especially like if they say they've got 8 years experience, that they just joined the Upwork space. I would go for it. But there's one more determining factor that would influence my decision whether I would give them a chance or not. And that is, after I've read their proposal and I'm pretty convinced that they're good talent, when I click on their profile, does their work correlate with what they are saying in their proposal? Like, for example, if this guy tells me he's got 8 years experience on Upwork, in the video production industry, and I look on his profile and those videos are absolutely rubbish, well, that's it for me. I'm sorry, I will not hire you and you've just lost work. That's why it's important to get your profile up and running so that when clients click on it, the groundwork's already there, everything is there, they are wooed by your profile and they are more likely to hire you. Let's carry on. So one video, and then you need to explain to them about the job. Okay, you need to tell them that you've read the proposal and that you understand what needs to be done, and you need to make that clear in the proposal. So yeah, I've just said one video shouldn't take me more than an hour. Now this was, I can't even remember what this job was, and with all the experience that I've gained, I would add a little bit more info in my proposal about what they've said in their job description. So I would say, I've read through it, it looks really good, I think I will be a great fit. One video that is 1 hour would probably take me an hour, or whatever the case might be. I would write a proposal from the job description so that they know I've read it and I understand it properly. Okay, and then hope to hear back from you. Kind regards, Dawn. What I would also add to this proposal is the following. I would love to have a Zoom meeting with you in order to chat more about the project. That also give them a bit of confidence that you aren't just scared to, to take on a challenge, and that you want to learn more about this project. I don't know, for me, it really gives me confidence to hire another person. The fact that they're willing to meet. I love to see people face to face or over a Zoom meeting. It really builds rapport. And after I've met somebody, I will know whether I'm confident to hire them or not. So that is really important. Okay, so that is the proposal. This is the proposal that I used to land my first job, and I hope this will help you. It's really important to be vulnerable. Don't beg, but ask people, give me a chance. I want to prove you wrong, and I need ratings on my profile. When you do that, you give people a lot of confidence, and hopefully they will actually hire you. I'm really rooting for you in this. Happy job hunting. I really trust that what I've shown you today will really help you to land your first job. Remember, I am rooting for you. Please help us out by liking and subscribing to this channel. It really helps us a lot to create more content, and it costs you absolutely nothing. Stay tuned for more of these videos that will help you to get more jobs on Upwork and help you to build your brand. Till next time, cheers.